If you are living with pain that simply will not leave, pain that greets you in the morning before you even open your eyes, pain that follows you through every ordinary task, pain that has outlasted every hope you had that it would finally be over, then this moment is for you. Not to fix anything, not to explain it away, just to sit with you here, in the quiet, and remind you that you are not forgotten. Chronic pain is one of the most isolating experiences a person can carry. It is invisible to most of the world. You may look fine on the outside, while something deep inside you is exhausted in ways that are almost impossible to put into words. You have had to grieve the version of your life you expected to have. You have had to navigate days when your body simply refused to cooperate. You have perhaps smiled through conversations while quietly counting the hours until you could rest again. That is a particular kind of weariness that very few people truly understand. But there is one who does. There is a passage tucked in the book of Isaiah, a passage written to people who were spent, who felt abandoned, who wondered whether God had simply looked the other way. And the words that were given to them then are being offered to you now. Listen to these words from Isaiah chapter 40. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. Even the youths shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Let those words rest with you for a moment. He giveth power to the faint, not to the strong, not to those who have it all together, to the faint. To you exactly as you are today. There is something quietly extraordinary about the way this passage begins. It does not start by asking you to be stronger. It does not suggest you simply need to push through or think more positively. It begins with an honest acknowledgement that some people are faint, that some people have no might left. And it says that this is precisely where God meets us, not on the other side of recovery, right here, right now, in the midst of it. The image the passage offers, wings like eagles, running without weariness, walking without fainting, these are not descriptions of a pain-free life necessarily. They are descriptions of a life sustained, held up, carried, because eagles do not create the wind that lifts them. They simply open their wings and allow the current to do what they cannot do for themselves. And that is perhaps the most honest invitation here, to stop trying to carry this alone and to simply open yourself to being held. You may not be able to run today. There may be mornings when simply getting out of bed is an act of tremendous courage that no one else will ever see or applaud. But God sees it, every single small and difficult step. The phrase that stays with me is this one, they that wait upon the Lord. In our world, waiting feels passive. It feels like giving up. But in Scripture, waiting on God is one of the most active and trusting things a person can do. It means turning your face towards something beyond your own strength and saying, I cannot do this alone, but I believe I am not alone. It means showing up to another hard day and trusting that you are accompanied, even when you feel everything but. Think about what chronic pain actually requires of a person. The patience to endure something you did not choose. The courage to keep going when there is no clear end in sight. The grace to ask for help and to receive it. The quiet bravery of being honest about your limits. These are not small things. These are profound acts of the human spirit. And through all of them, you are not doing this without support. The same God who breathed life into creation, who holds the stars in their places, who knew your name before you were born, that God is acquainted with your pain. He is not watching from a distance. He is close to the brokenhearted, Scripture tells us. He is near. There will be days that are harder than others. There will be moments when the weariness becomes almost unbearable. And on those days, may you return to these words. He giveth power to the faint. May you remember that your weakness is not a disqualification. It is an invitation into a strength that is not your own and does not depend on how you feel today. You are not forgotten. You are not too much. And you are not walking through this alone. Whatever this day holds for you, whether it is a harder day or a slightly gentler one, you are held by a love that does not waver and does not grow tired. If these words brought you even a small measure of peace today, I would gently invite you to subscribe for daily scripture comfort and promises of peace. There is a word waiting for you here every day, a quiet place to return to when the world feels heavy. And if someone else comes to mind as you sit with this, someone who is also carrying something difficult and unseen, would you consider sharing this with them? Sometimes the most tender gift we can offer another person is simply letting them know they are not alone. You are loved. You are seen. And there is strength being given to you even now. Come back whenever you need to rest here. This place will be waiting.